The San Francisco 49ers come from behind 16 points in an absolute thrilling victory, 36-26 over the division rival Arizona Cardinals. And this game, it did not look very pretty in the first quarter. After one quarter and, into the second quarter, it was 16-0 Arizona. And one of the things that Arizona's defense did that we saw the Seahawks defense do, and really Arizona did to us when we played them in Arizona, is that they tried to have six, defensive on the defensive front to stop the rushing attack. And in this game, we saw that again, the 49ers running game was neutralized. Now, of course, Matt Breida did miss the game, so that did factor things. But still, when you're putting the game in Jimmy Garoppolo's hands at this point because you're daring him to make the pass, and Jimmy Garoppolo absolutely came through today, guys. He joined an elite company. He was 34 of 45 to have 431 passing yards with 4 touchdowns. And the company that he joins is Joe Montana and Steve Young as the other 49ers quarterbacks to have 400 passing yards and 4 touchdowns in a game. So it was absolutely amazing out there. Although we did see Garoppolo make a few ill-advised throws, and so he did have a couple interceptions in this game, and he threw a key interception late in the game at the time with about 4 minutes remaining, and the 49ers trailing at that point 26-23, I believe it was. And Jimmy Garoppolo threw an interception, which set up the Arizona Cardinals with a huge chance for them to come away with the victory. And it was 4 minutes remaining, but our defense came up with a big stop. We were able to get the ball back, drive down the field, and get the game-winning touchdown, guys. From the 25-yard line, it was running back Jeff Wilson, who had barely entered the game at that point. And just as if you notice, the announcers were barely calling his name, that saying he had entered the game, and he is running into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. It was absolutely amazing. Jimmy Garoppolo put it to Jeff Wilson on the throw, and they got to the end zone. And so, guys, an interesting stat of the game for Jimmy Garoppolo is, like we said, he was passing the ball a lot today because the running game was neutralized. So on throws that were for 5 yards or fewer in the game, Garoppolo was 25 of 30 for 279 yards. Now, he was 19 of 25 for 181 yards and 3 touchdowns when facing a blitz on Sunday. So what we saw with Jimmy G today, guys, is that he was getting the ball out quickly, which of course he had to do because Arizona's defense mostly blitzed a lot of times in this football game. Now, another thing, when you have 6 defensive front on the defense, what it does is pretty much it opens up the middle of the field, but then what you're not able to do is you're not able to roll out to the left or the right of the pocket, because when you have those 6 defensive front people there, they're pretty much blocking off those gaps. So the left and right, you really just can't go much of anywhere. So you're really trying to make throws if, like I said, the middle of the field is open. Now, George Kittle is absolutely amazing in that area of getting catches and turning them into big plays. And guys, Deebo Samuel, that is the story that we are getting to. What a performance it was by the rookie. He becomes the first 49ers rookie in franchise history to have 8 or more receptions and 100 or more receiving yards in consecutive games. So with the performance on Monday Night Football against the Seahawks, and then today's performance against the Arizona Cardinals, Deebo Samuel proved today, guys, that he is the 49ers' #1 wide receiver. He was the go-to guy and especially today, he had to step up in the absence of George Kittle. And so, guys, give credit to the Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray, because Kyler Murray is an explosive quarterback, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in our division, almost like another Russell Wilson that we had to deal with. But you know, we wouldn't have it any other way because we, the 49ers guys, we can stand any test that is thrown our way. So we will welcome these tests all aboard. But Kyler Murray did have a great performance. He was 24 completed passes on 33 attempts for 150 yards in the game, approximately. And then he had 2 touchdowns. So Kyler Murray is only going to get better, and so we will have to continue to do a good job to neutralize the great quarterbacks, and that's going to come from our great defense. Kyle Juszczyk had an explosive day in this one, guys, with 7 receptions for 63 yards, and the return of Kyle Juszczyk has been absolutely huge. The fullback, he has been setting up so many plays and giving the 49ers so many different looks on offense, and it really has worked out for the 49ers. Richie James had a big reception for 57 yards in the game, guys. It really helped us get back into the flow of things and really shift momentum back on our side. And then Tavon Coleman, guys, the running back, he had 3 receptions for 48 yards in this one. So even though he didn't get as much done on the rushing side of the ball, he still was able to come up with big catches and a collaborative team effort, guys. And then Emmanuel Sanders, he had 3 receptions in the game with 33 yards. And Kendrick Bourne, guys, he had 4 receptions, 31 yards, and had a big touchdown. And then who can forget the Jeff Wilson touchdown, 25-yard touchdown to win the game at the end in the last minute of play, guys, less than a minute. What an amazing game it was. It was so much fun to watch. Wherever you were today, I had the privilege to be at the game. So if you guys haven't already seen my latest video from the reactions at the game, then I highly recommend you go to my most recent videos and check that out because it is an amazing, awesome video if you would like to see that. Now, the defense today did have its struggles, but again, facing a very tough offense in Kyler Murray, but we were able to contain him when it mattered most. Defense came up with 4 sacks on the day. Fred Warner was the leading tackler, coming up big with 12 tackles in the game. And what can we say about Dre Greenlaw? He has been absolutely phenomenal since taking over for Quan Alexander. Of course, unfortunately, he will be out for the remainder of the season due to a pectoral chest issue that he had. So, you know, unfortunately, he's going to be out for the rest of the year. But Dre Greenlaw has been getting the job done and been amazing. He had 10 tackles on the day. And Jimmy Ward came up with big with 6 tackles and 1 sack. He has been phenomenal, just doing a great job. D Ford had 2 tackles and 1 sack in the game. DeForest Buckner as well also had 2 tackles and 1 sack. And Eric Armstead, guys, he also came up big with a sack in the game. And with the victory today, guys, the 49ers clinched their first winning season since the 2013-2014 season. Of course, that was the year we went to the NFC Championship game and faced the Seattle Seahawks. And so, you know, what an exciting time it is to be a San Francisco 49ers fan right now. Cannot wait. And so, guys, now, with that being said, let's look ahead to the future, to the San Francisco 49ers next game, next Sunday Night Football, guys. The game was moved from a 1:25 start, now down to 5:20, and the 49ers will be on Sunday Night Football against the Cheeseheads, the Green Bay Packers at 8-2, and the 49ers will be facing a Hall of Fame quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, so it will be a good battle between Jimmy Garoppolo and Aaron Rodgers. And so it is going to be a phenomenal game, and I cannot wait to see it, guys. 49ers and Packers doesn't get any better than this. Oh, man. Let me know, guys, down in the comment section, what are your thoughts from the game today? I know, of course, we could have played much better, but, you know, we got to take a win as a win, take the positives out of this game, try and get healthy and get ready for this big Sunday night showdown with the Packers. So, guys, I want to take this time to thank all of you for watching my videos. I appreciate you guys so much. and I absolutely love reading your comments, and I love interacting with you. Everything about San Francisco 49ers football. And so let me know what your thoughts are. And with that being said, as always, until next time, I will see you guys again. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.